Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You can't read this problem because it's pretty small and blurry, but I'll write it bigger for you. So this is example 5, tangent of negative 105 degrees. All right, so you need to come up with first two angles that add to 105 degrees. That's negative. Or you need to come up with two angles that maybe subtract to be negative 105. It doesn't really matter, but you need to come up with something that works for you. Okay? So let's think about this for a little bit. Are there two angles you could subtract and get 105 for? So maybe, what about like, oh, get my unit circle picture up here. I want to get a negative 105. What if I took, 30 minus 120 would be negative 90, so that's not going to work. 30 minus 150 would be negative 120. How are we going to get negative 105? So I'm hoping you're thinking about it. Let's see, I know that's 60 and 45, so what if I took 120 minus 225, does that work? Is that difference negative 105? I believe it is, so I think we're ready to go. All right, I'm going to match that up with this formula right here. So tangent, oops, can't use the highlighter. Okay, remember the angle here is not negative, that's a subtraction sign right here. So it's just 225 that you put in right there. All right, what's the tangent of 120 degrees? I believe that's going to be negative radical 3. And then tangent of 225 would be positive 1. So minus 1, subtracting a positive. Okay, so then we just need to clean this up. Okay, you can't leave your answer like that. You have to multiply by the conjugate. We're using the conjugate of the denominator, so we get rid of the radical in the denominator. I need to multiply the first and the last together. And then up here I need to completely FOIL. Then I can divide everything by negative 2. And I get an answer of 2 plus radical 3. Now you can always put that in your calculator and see if you're right. I'm going to switch it over to degrees first. So the tangent of negative 105 is 3.732. If I take 2 plus the square root of 3, I get the same thing. So you guys can see there's a lot of work involved with getting these answers, and I expect to see every bit of your work. No shortcuts. Okay, let's try one more. And I'll do that one more problem on my next video. I don't want to run over my 15 minutes.